Morning guys, Larry Chen here. Today we're still in Tokyo, but we're actually visiting our friends at Studie BMW. They are the BMW tuners of Japan. They've raced all over the world, in Europe, in Japan, with their actual GT3 race program, with their BMW Z4. But what they're really known for is street tuning amazing BMWs. And they also support the BMW scene here in Japan as much as they can. We're just gonna check it out. They actually have the modern day Batmobile. They have a CSL, which is one of two in Japan. The owner, Bob, actually owns that car. And he actually drives it, which is so crazy. That car is just unbelievable. We're gonna check that out. So this is the outside of their workshop. This is their BMW Z8, the modified one. This thing is absolutely incredible. It's just so cool. I just wish more people would modify these or build these. I don't think they were that popular. Part of it is because I think they were very expensive when they first came out. That's their M2 demo car. And honestly, I haven't really seen that many of these, but this might be the best looking one I've ever seen. It just looks so right. It sits right, has a nice wheel and tire combo. Of course, it's running Yokohama tires. Both of these are the demo cars and both of them are running KW suspension. This one is on V3 Club Sports and this one is on V5s, which are very special, custom made for Bob-san. That's actually his personal car. So we're gonna take both of these cars out later. Let's check out some of the other cars that they have here. Got a really nice Alpina wagon. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in the US. This is so cool. What a great family hauler. And this one is right-hand drive. Gotta love the Alpinas. This is something that you would drive if you don't want to be so showy, but you want to have a comfortable car that's quick. This is just really cool. This is their workshop area where they actually do a lot of the work, maintenance on a lot of the cars that come in here. While I was here, they already had a bunch of M2s. It seems like the M2s are super popular here. This is really cool too. Look at this mat. That's awesome. I guess this is just one of their workbenches where they're actually working on the cars. Look at all those steering wheels. So cool. As you guys probably already know from watching this series of videos of us being in Japan, KW and Yokohama Tire are our sponsors for this trip. Studie is an official KW dealer, and they actually do installs here as well. So then this is an actual real BMW M2 CS race car that is actually owned by Studie, and they essentially lend this out to customers that want to race in the one make race. But it's a 6-race series that races all over Japan. Factory race car. So cool. I've never seen one of these before. Look how nice this is. Like, look how clean everything is. You gotta love factory race cars. It's just so cool that it comes from the factory like this. Look at this, M2 CS Racing. This is just so neat. I love this so much. I love how consolidated everything is and how neat everything is. It's just a bunch of toggle switches and stuff. I love that everything's all relocated. It's so clean. Everything, door panel, all of it. I've said that this generation of M2 is my favorite, especially the M2 CS. This one makes about 450 horsepower, which is just kind of like due to the regulations, it's essentially stock power. But this has got to be just such a blast to drive on the track. I mean, look at this hood. All factory BMW stuff. Amazing. This is my first time seeing this, so I'm gonna try to point out all the things that really stand out to me. Spec sheet wise, you guys obviously can just Google it, but it is a 553 horsepower, and it is a tribute to the original Batmobile from the 70s. Only 50 were made. It is a 3-liter inline 6, and it is the most powerful BMW M car ever. It is 6-speed manual, which is so cool. I'm sure it's amazing to drive. It's a lot of fun to drive, except for the part that it gives you anxiety because it's worth so much money. It's interesting, it has 20-inch wheels up front and 21-inch wheels out back. Most of the bodywork is carbon, and most of the carbon was manufactured by hand. So it's kind of funny because when this first came out, a lot of people were complaining about the brakes. I guess they're not so stoked that it doesn't actually have like a big performance brake kit. And I think the estimate for this was 850,000 US. But of course, as you guys heard earlier from what I was saying, they bought it here at Studie for 160 million yen. And that was last year's prices, which comes out to over $1.2 million. A bunch of things that really stand out to me, of course, the carbon bits, carbon body panels. They were saying that just the bumper alone is about $35,000 US. If you mess it up, then that's not a good day for sure, 100%. That would ruin your day. Pretty much all the body panels, including the hood, carbon, side skirts, carbon. I'm assuming that, well, I think the door's probably metal, but this is really neat. This whole lower panel is carbon, and it's like I guess a speaker delete. It's more performance oriented. This is really cool. It says 3.0 CSL on here. I'll dive into the interior more in a second, but like this rear arch, all of this is carbon, and those wheels, this tire is super special. It actually says 50 on here. These are special tires made just for this car. Throwback, of course, to the 70s version. You know, you have the crazy wing. This whole deck lid, this whole trunk lid is carbon. I'll pop it just to show you guys. Here, super lightweight. Man, just BMW OEM carbon, handmade, so fancy, so nice. What a car. Look at this thing. Love this logo. Got the Studie logo here. 3.0 CSL. All carbon and back. Quad exhaust tips. This design element is really cool too. Again, another throwback to the original. Love this little spoiler they have up top. The roof is super classy. They paint everything except for this, of course, that writes out 50, which shows how many were made. My goodness, what a good looking car. Okay, let's check out underneath the bonnet here. So the engine bay, stock car, not a problem, looks good, but this is the money piece right here. I couldn't imagine how much this piece cost. Look at this. Nice carbon fiber, but this is really cool. I can't believe this is just molded into it. It's all these little details that really stand out. This is PPF'd as you would with such an expensive car. Love the old school logo so much. The seats are special. They have the 3.0 CSL logo here. And the rear seat delete is very nice and classy. Looks like there's some sort of like notebook back there. The shift knob is the one that really surprised me a lot. I can't believe how big this thing is. And it being pretty much a brand new car, they haven't taken the wrap off of it. And I don't want to be the one to do that. This only has 435 kilometers on the odometer. So Bob has driven it a little bit, but probably not more than just one tank of gas in this thing. Let's see, I'll sit in it real quick. I'm gonna drive it because I'm scared of it. But it does have the numbering here, which shows that it's number 15 out of 50. Even this is special here, just this little armrest. I don't know why people are complaining about the brakes. The brakes look plenty big for what this is. This is not a track car. This is a touring car. It's manual. And this is just kind of for you to enjoy back roads and the occasional track day. We all know the automatic DCT is way, 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 way faster, and it's way better for the track. This is just such a cool cruiser, though. I can only imagine being able to drive this. I really do like the front end, I do have to say. I think it looks great. Oh, this sounds pretty good. So basically, this is the house of two average Japanese homes, and like nice homes. We're talking like 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the suburbs, outside of Tokyo. You can get a nice house for the price of this car. Just for them to insure it, it is quite the feat. So the owner, unfortunately, Bob, is not here, so he can't actually take us out for a drive. But next time I come back, definitely gonna bug him. One of 50 in existence. One of 2 in Japan. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to support us directly, go to larrychenprints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.